Hello. I apologize for using text-to-speech to narrate this video, but it is late at night and I would prefer to not wake anyone up. In this video, I would like to present to you my opinion on money in the United States of America. My family is a poor one, so I will address the potential comment of my views being biased ones, by stating that any view on any subject will have a form of bias, and my video is no more biased than another's would be. Allow me to explain why we are poor. My family thrived when I was a very young child, until my father died of a heart attack, when I was around 3 years old. We moved to California, where we soon after were able to begin living in a low-income apartment complex. Things were not as bad as they are now. My mother began receiving disability for physical conditions she suffers from, and with the survivor's benefits that were in place due to me having been under the age of 18 at that time, we were able to afford what we needed and still have a bit left over for a life outside of our own home. However, prices for resources such as food, water, and rent continued to rise, while the cost of living was declared to have not changed. This was one of the first things that had struck me as wrong. As I grew older, I began to realize more and more the problems that the United States had, and realized why we were having the problems we had. Today, problems have gotten worse. I am currently 18, and have lost my survivor's benefits, which allows us only to survive through my mother's disability, my food stamps, and the generosity of other people. The problem I have with the United States is its insatiable hunger for money. I have explained it in a simple way many times. America is a capitalistic country and works in capitalistic ways. It is possible for people to live without money in this country, but only when looking at things from a strictly technical standpoint. Greed controls this country. We have waged war for resources to make money off of, and have taken money away from the people that can least afford to have such actions taken upon them. Why has this happened? It has happened because greed has influenced rich and powerful men and women to line their pockets with money made from the sorrow, hatred, and death of innocent and kind Americans that did not and do not deserve to have what little they own taken away from them. While a family of good people starves to death in an alley somewhere in the United States, a politician is bathing in the money he made through the sacrifice of innocent people. This is not how things should be. Politicians have stated that there are safety nets for the poor, but the safety nets have been cut and people have fallen through them to their deaths. They say that the cost of living has not increased, but why should there be a cost to live? This is wrong. This is insanity. People die to ensure that a rich man somewhere is able to have more money than he did mere minutes ago. An insatiable hunger for money is a form of greed. In many religions and in many moral standpoints, greed is deadly and evil. If our nation is controlled by greed, what does that mean?